right, we are back, man, after taking a week hiatus. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Let's talk about so many things. So let's go ahead and bring in the other chingones, El Gran Chingon with his own corrido, getting a lot of good feedback from that corrido, by the way. El Gran Chingon, one Mr. Jerry Contreras.
Hey, are we really getting some good feedback?
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah.
Really? Oh, good, man. Good. My respect to Chalo and Benny for putting it together for me. Good.
Yeah, the
Good to
chingones
know.
are digging it, man. Somebody even
Yeah.
put right there, David. Somebody even put that they're definitely get bumped at the carne asada.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
good, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome,
it,
man.
it's good. I've blasted
Yeah,
it a couple of times myself, man.
yeah.
And let's bring in the boxing scientist from Mikey TV 365, one Mr. Mike Zavala.
Gentlemen, puro
Hey,
corrido
Mikey,
pesado.
let's see those big
Vámonos.
arms, brother. Let's see those big arms, man. Watcha.
Yeah,
Woo!
I thought
There
he's
you
ready
go.
for summer.
Yeah,
He's
he
ready.
is, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, fellas. So we went ahead. We took a week off. So let's go ahead and let's push rewind and go back. Um, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that. First of all, I actually want to start with Dimitri Bivol. That one kind of flew a little bit under the radar, and I think it flew under the radar because it wasn't. Nobody thought that he was going to lose. The big question was, how is he going to look after his back surgery? That was what everybody was interested in. Didn't catch a lot of buzz. It was a fight over there in Russia. So it was at a weird time over here for us. I didn't hear a lot of people talking about it. It was in the back of my mind. I had to keep on reminding myself. I watched it after the fact that it happened. But I'll start with you, David. Did you see any highlights? Did you see the fight? What did you make of Dimitri Bivol? Is he back? Did you see? Did he misstep? I mean, back surgery is it's nothing to take lightly.
Yeah, you know what, Ed? He fought a nobody, brother. But you know what? He's supposed to do that. But you know what? But he's a world champion. You know, if he fights Benavides, he's going to be in trouble. That's all I have to say. If he fights Benavides, he's going to be in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that from what you saw, or you always stood that way? It
You
didn't
know
matter
what?
what you or not.
I always thought that. And if he fights Canelo, he's going to be in trouble. If he fights Canelo the way he looks right now after back surgery, he's going to be in trouble. And I want him to fight Canelo. I think Canelo will beat him this time. I really do. I think he would. Canelo will beat him this time. And Canelo actually wants to fight him.
Okay, but I want to I want to make sure I get the right answer from David. Canelo will beat him, and Benavides will beat him because of the back surgery, or even
No,
before back surgery.
even before back surgery. I think Canelo, he never hurt Canelo. And
No.
Canelo was hurt in that fight. He would never hurt Canelo. You know what I mean? And I always, and even on that fight, you know what I mean? Everybody was Canelo. I go, no, Canelo's gonna lose this one. But you know what? And you gotta also remember, Ed and Mikey, when Canelo fought that fight, that was the first time ever that he changed his diet and he became a vegan. That was his first time ever. And now we know he was fighting with a hurt arm.
Yep.
So, I mean, those things, Mikey, you know that. I mean, both of you guys know that. Ed, you fought before. Those things hurt you. So there is no doubt in my mind that if Canelo would fight him in September, which he's not, I think Canelo will beat him.
Okay. Mikey, like I said to David, nobody was interested in this fight and like, oh wow, man, Bivol might lose, or we know who his opponent. Nobody knew who his opponent was, and nobody cared. All anybody cared about was how's he going to look after the back surgery. Yes, it's against a nobody, but like David said, you're kind of supposed to do that. He hasn't fought in a long time, and he got back surgery, so everybody was just like, okay, how's he going to look? How did you see him, Mikey?
Yeah, he looked good. If I'm not mistaken, the fight went 12, right? It went 12
Yeah,
rounds.
it went
Yeah,
to
it
just
went 12 rounds. You got those rounds in. That's what you need when you're coming off injury. You're coming off of surgery. You're coming off something. You need those 12 rounds, and he got those 12 rounds that he needed, and he got them. He dropped the other fighter, so that like he does pop. He has pop behind it, and he got the
Oh.
work. He looked good. He was bouncing. He was moving the typical Dimitri ball we're used to. He was good. He looked good, and we still need to see more. But as talking about the Benavidez fight, Benavidez is been saying, and it's on the internet. If you want to go back to YouTube and look, he wants to fight Bivol at a catch weight at 100 at cruiser or just below cruiserweight. So what's up with that? 190. What's up with that?
Well, Mikey, he can't do that if he's going to fight for his belt, and Bivol's the only one that has a belt. So he can't. I mean, they have to fight at that weight. They can't fight for a belt at a catch weight.
I've seen them fight in different belts. If you're not mistaken, Ed, I know you're going to say it. I've seen fighters fight for a belt, and they're fighting up there in a different weight class at a catch weight. Also, we're talking about the WBC,
Mikey.
right?
Mikey, can you name, or you, Ed, somebody that did that for a belt at a catch weight? For a belt?
Was it a tank fight?
I don't know about that. When Ryan fought Tank, was there a belt on the line? Because I was at 136.
Yes, it was. There was a belt. There was at one. That was at 135, 136. There was a belt, but the belt was taken out when he didn't make weight.
Okay.
You remember? It was taken out automatically, and then he was given $3 million or whatever he made. Yeah.
Okay. See, in this case, anything over 175 would be cruiserweight. So I'm not really sure how they would implement the catch weight. Catch weight is just anything over 175 all the way to 200. That's all cruiserweight, unless they have some signed contract that it has to be at 190 for one reason or another. But that's a lot of weight, though. I don't know if the sanctioning bodies will go ahead and go for that and go ahead and put the belts on the line. Yeah, I don't think that'll work. As far as what I saw from Bivol, look, he looked the same to me. I didn't see him decline. I didn't see a better Bivol. I didn't see a worse Bivol with the competition that he had in front of him. To me, I would say this. Look, I understand when people say, like, hey, you want to get some rounds in. Get some rounds in. That's cool. But do you have to go the distance? If you could stop the guy in the 10th, 11th, 12th round, I would say stop him. Make a statement. Now, Bivol was never a guy that was able to, he was never a knockout artist. But it looked like if he picked it up, that he could probably stop him. And I was saying, dude, stop him. Stop him, man. Stop him. Yes, I get it. First, second, third round. If you stop him then, you're not doing yourself a service. You want to get some rounds in. But you don't need to go the distance. You could go to the 10th round. You could stop him there. You could stop him in the 11th round. And I thought he could have, and he didn't. And that's the only thing I got bad to say about that. But as far as him, the way he looked, I thought he looked just like Bivol. What does he do from now? I mean, look, they're talking about a three-peat. Mikey, do you want to see a three-peat?
No, I want to see Benavidez fight. They got to make that one. I don't want to see the three-peat. Respectfully.
David, you want to see the three-peat with Beterbiev?
No. I want to see Beterbiev against Benavidez. Now that would be a banger. And that I go 50-50. I don't give Benavidez any more than 50-50. That would be a banger.
Okay. Dimitro, enjoy.
He's there, man. That's cool.
He's there, man. He's there checking out the World Cup. All right. Handle, man.
Where is it at, Ed? Is it right there in L.A.?
I think it's at SoFi.
Isn't it in Inglewood?
Inglewood. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, that's cool, man.
I believe it is. If I'm not mistaken, SoFi. Yeah, the home of the Chargers and Rams. So, yeah. So let's see what happens. Bivol, what's next for him? Okay, before we move on, I'll ask you this, David. Does Bivol fight whomever he fights, David? Whomever he fights, does he fight again this year?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. There's no way he's gonna fight this year. He'll fight next year. And he might fight Benavidez next year, and that'd be awesome. If he did. I mean, he just might fight Benavidez because he holds 3 belts, right? Bivol. And Benavidez holds 1, the WBC. In that way.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe something like that. Yeah. Mikey, I'll ask you the same question. Does Bivol, doesn't matter who he fights, does he fight again this year?
Oh man, I haven't heard any rumors. I haven't heard any rumors right now. I'm gonna say no for now. No.
He was never a busy guy. We're already in month number 6. And when I say already, it doesn't mean that you don't have time to get in another fight. But for him, I think it's late already in the year. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. He should get in the ring again. But for him, he was never a busy fighter like that. So no, I don't think we see him in the ring again, regardless of who the opponent is. I think we see him next year. I think maybe we see him fight 2 times next year. So, but yeah, he looked pretty good. Fellas, let's go ahead and let's move on to Foster versus Ford. Oshaki Foster versus Raymond Ford. We were off last week, so we didn't get a chance to cover it. We expected a banger, a good fight. Mikey, I'll start with you on this one. How did you see this one?
Raymond Ford surprised me. I don't know. Shockey Foster did not perform how I wanted him to perform. Maybe and then, like I said, when you have 2 slick fighters or 2 counter punchers or 2 African American fighters, it's not, you're not going to get as much action because they're counters and they're speed fighters. They don't come at you and bang, and they're cerebral, right? The black fighters are boom, boom, they move and they're trying to catch you. So that's what I saw in this fight. It was a lot of hugging and like they were both doing the same thing. They were shadow boxing and looking stuff in the mirror. It was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Shockey won, but nah, it was boring and I don't think Shockey could be Shakur because Shakur's gonna make it like that, but even worse.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I thought, and then they saw each other at the end of the fight. Shakur went up there. Dude, Shakur looks big. Maybe because he's wearing Timberland boots or something or whatever. He looked big. I was like, dude, nah.
Okay. David, how'd you see this fight?
Exactly like I said it was going to be. I mean, it was going to be a defensive fight. Ford looked good for the first 6 rounds, and then he started losing stamina. But you know what? Foster, he always comes strong at the end. I don't want him to fight Shakur. I agree with Mikey. Shakur will beat him. It'll be a boring fight like this one was. I want him to fight Navarrete. That's the fight that I want, and I would love to see. That would be a great fight, him against Navarrete.
You know, I actually enjoyed the fight. I liked it. I don't want to say it was a barn burner. I don't want to say it was a great fight, but I was entertained, and it went down some way the way I predicted it. I thought Raymond Ford was going to take it to Oshaki for the first 6 rounds, and then Foster was going to come off in the later rounds, and that's kind of the way it went. I like Oshaki Foster. I'm a fan of Oshaki Foster. Raymond Ford, I still think he has potential. He's young. He's still learning. Oshaki Foster, I like that guy. I'm a fan of his. I don't think it was a boring fight. I was entertained. I thought it was a decent fight. I don't want to exaggerate and say there was a badass fight because I don't think it was that. But I thought it was pretty good. That's where I want to get to. What happened at the end of the fight, where Shakur comes in and he looks much bigger than Oshaki. Oshaki, I like Oshaki. I'm a fan of his. He is nowhere on the level of Shakur. And especially if that fight happens at 140. The only chance, which is really still not giving him any chance at all, is if Shakur moves down to 135 and Foster goes up to 135. And that's still not giving Foster a chance, man, because I think Shakur just completely schools him. But Foster is way too small. Mikey, do we ever see that fight? Whether it's next or not, do we ever see Shakur versus Foster?
Did Shakur sign with Sufa? That's the question.
Not yet. It's just rumored that he's supposed to sign with them, but not yet. Not that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna see that fight. I think Shakur's gonna sign with Sufa. That's the rumor. Yeah, I don't think we see that fight. No.
I hope we don't see that fight.
Yeah, I don't want to see that fight.
Well, that's why I was asking you, David. Do we ever see that fight? Whether it's next or whether it's down the road, do we ever see that fight?
I don't want to see it. I hope we don't see it. I hope we don't see it. I want Shakur to go up to 147, fight people at his weight, and start taking down Ryan, start Rolly, start going. Matter of fact, one of the fights that I really want to see against him and Haney. I mean, why is he going to fight this little guy when he could fight guys his weight?
Mm-hmm. Or Morataya.
Or Murataya. Yeah, Murataya is going to go to 140. That'd be a good fight.
Okay. I'll tell you guys this: when it comes to Shakur, even though he said it, I don't believe it. No. I don't think he ever goes back down to 135. I think his 135 days, I think those days are done. If anybody wants to fight him that's at 135, I think they have to move up to fight him. But I don't think he goes back down to 135 ever again. I'm trying to think on what fight will make him a lot of money where he will be willing to go down to 135.
Lomachenko.
You know what?
Lomachenko's coming back. He's going to go 135.
Okay. I think there's some money there. That might intrigue him to go down to 135. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. And as far as Lomachenko goes, I have not heard any news of him. What's going on with him, or when's he going to fight?
What about Lamont Roach?
With Shakur?
Well, Lamont Roach is going to fight Murataya. And that's going to be a good fight. No, not Murataya. He's fighting Camarón. I'm sorry. He's fighting Camarón. What about Lamont Roach? I mean, at 140. That'd be some money.
Against Shakur? Shakur will beat him.
Hey, Lamont Roach looked really good, man. I mean, Lamont Roach, dude, look what he did. Look what he did to Tank. Look what he did to Pitbull. Lamont Roach is good.
I like Lamont Roach.
Me too. I like him. You know what else would be a good fight? I would love to see. I think it'd be a good money fight against the guy that has a midget head, El Negrito that has a midget head. He looks like and he's really good. He's the best at 140. What's his name? They're three brothers.
Antoine Russell.
Antoine Russell. That would be.
Who is he fighting? He's fighting somebody.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I believe so. I don't know who he's fighting, but Lamont Roach, man, Shakur will school him.
But what about Gary Russell? I mean, Antoine Russell.
Yeah.
Didn't Russell just lose? Russell just lost to the Filipino black dude. Remember? He looked terrible.
He lost that about 2 fights ago, Mikey.
No, it was last fight.
No. I'm gonna look him up. Yeah, look him up. Yeah, no, he's looked good, man.
No, he's falling apart. He's falling. He was starting to get some recognition, and rightfully so. But you're right, Mikey. I think I saw him. Yeah, I think he did lose.
Right. I was like, where's that Filipino at? He's tall, lefty was hitting him to the body. Remember, we saw the fight.
No, I don't think so, Mikey.
I'm gonna look it up right now on Boxer.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah, Antoine Russell.
Yeah, he fought the half Thailand, half black. Remember, the dad's African.
Yeah, he was a big boy.
Yeah. I like Antoine Russell. I do. I was that guy, man, but I kind of fell off a little bit because, I don't know. He just wasn't making big movidas anymore. But as far as Shakur, I'm sorry, as far as Foster goes, look, there's no other fight for Foster than Navarrete. That's the fight. That's the fight that everybody wants to see. Stay away from Shakur Stevenson.
You know what? He fought. It was an Andy Harioka, and he won the fight, but it was a controversial win. Remember, he was chopping him down to the body.
Yeah, I remember now.
He got the gift decision. Can you guys see this guy right here?
Yeah, I remember that dude was big for a Chino.
Yeah, remember? His dad's African.
Yeah,
dude, this guy's good.
Yeah, he was good, man. He was big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He took him.
Yeah, so he got the win though. Yeah. Russell got the win. Gift decision.
Yeah. So as far as Foster goes, Navarrete is the only fight. I think a fight with Shakur will be a complete waste of time. They could keep on
Boring,
bashing
yeah.
each other on social media. Outside of that, that fight will be a complete waste of time, man. No need for that fight to happen whatsoever. I'm with you, David. I hope it never happens. And if it does happen, I mean, Shakur is that's gonna be easy money for Shakur.
Hey, you know what? We're forgetting about Keyshawn Davis too.
Well,
They
Keyshawn
don't
just
fight
went,
their best friends.
yeah,
No, I know. No, I'm not saying for Shakur, but we're forgetting Keyshawn Davis is pretty good too, man. And he's
Yeah.
at, I think, at 147 now.
now he's at 147. Yeah,
I want to see him coming up.
Good at 47. Finally in his weight.
Yeah.
yeah. So speaking of 147, fellas, speaking on 147, we had thought that Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn was a done deal. Oh, lo and behold, the Golden Boy got something to say about that.
Looking at the fight calendar, is there movement? Is it official that Ryan is facing Conor Benn? Can you let us know about that?
Not official. Nothing's official. Just quite yet. I've been hearing rumblings, and look. The bottom line is, Conor Benn is with Zuffa. Conor Benn is promoted by Zuffa and Dana White. So, we have been hearing rumblings that there's negotiations and this and that. Well, we're Ryan's promoter, and we haven't heard anything. So I'm waiting for that phone call. Whether it's from Dana White or whether it's from somebody in charge over there on the other side. So, look, I believe that's a fight that Ryan wants, and if Ryan wants that fight, me as his promoter, I have to grant his wish and work with every promoter, just like I've always done. If I have to work with Dana White, so be it. Which I believe, me and Dana White in the same room, breathing the same air, will probably be more entertaining than the actual fight itself. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it unfolds, all the negotiations and where this fight lands. And obviously, look, we're with DAZN. We are with Ryan Garcia. So again, I work with every promoter out there, and just to make the big fights happen.
It's just a little confusion, I guess, on that, because Ryan went on the I think the Tonight Show and said that's his next fight, but you're saying you haven't gotten anything official from. So I guess naturally someone watching this would be like, well, what's happening?
Right. Well, what's happening is typical fighters that are eager. They want to fight a certain guy, and they announce it on their social media platforms, and they go on shows announcing it. And
Navon.
All right, we'll leave it there. All right, so if you guys remember, when Ryan was suspended after testing positive after the Devin Haney fight, Ryan actually scheduled a fight, I believe, in Japan, 2 years ago, right? For December. It was right after Christmas. He was saying that he's going to have an exhibition or something like that down in Japan. This is during his suspension. And Golden Boy, Oscar, has said, no, we're his promoter, and we don't know anything about it, and we're not saying yes to it. That fight never happened. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was December of 2024, I believe, after his suspension. But his suspension does not go globally, so he was able to go get the fight in Japan. Never happened. And then I believe he said that he was hurt, which we all know was BS. That wasn't it. He just couldn't get out of the grips of Oscar. So now I actually take these words pretty heavy. I take them with weight, with you know what? Yeah, maybe this fight does not happen. David, I'll start with you. What's your thoughts on this? Because Conor Benn versus Ryan, that's a pretty good money fight for both of these guys, man. But Oscar's saying hey, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, dude. Lately, I don't know what's going on with your boy, man. Dude, everybody's dissing him. Everybody wants to fight him. They have no respect for him, man. Conor Ben.
He's
So
a-
you know what I think it is, Ed, that after the steroid allegations, which they weren't allegations, they were founded, dude, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same, and these guys know we're seeing it. He's not the same. He fought in Vegas, he looked terrible. He fought at 154. Dude, and they know that he's having a really hard time making 147, so they're all jumping on that bandwagon. You know what I mean? I think at 154, I don't think he's a threat at 154, but at 147, but I don't think he can make the weight, number one. And the steroids, dude, after that, he hasn't been the same fighter. That's why I think it is going to happen, and I believe that it's probably going to be on Netflix. So it's not going to be DAZN. It's going to be on Netflix. And there's Oscar and Dana White. They're going to see each other, but it's going to be on Netflix because that's a moneymaker.
And that was the thing. That was the thing. Everybody knew, like, okay, it's gonna be on Netflix September 12th, the same day that Canelo fights. But Canelo's fight over here for us is gonna be during the morning or early afternoon, followed by that fight. Like, it seemed like everything was copacetic, and now we get this, and we've seen this before, where Oscar has said, like, I don't know anything about it, so everybody pump your brakes unless I say yes. It ain't happening. We've seen this before where Ryan tried to do this with a fighter, an unknown dude in Japan. I think it was just like an exhibition. And we all know the excuse was BS, that it was Oscar that put the brakes to that. Mikey, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, no, I heard that. I thought it was a done deal. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing about Golden Boy, you can't go behind them. You can't try to go against the contract. The Golden Boy makes her contracts. What's the word? I'm obsolete. I don't know what I'm. Great.
Solid.
Their contracts are
You're solid.
to the
solid,
T. You
man.
can't
Yeah.
go around them. As we've seen Virgil sitting down right now, and we've seen Ryan. This is the second time trying to pull a stunt, but the contract, and Oscar's on it. Boom. He's got great lawyers and a great team. Yeah. Not only he has to go over, if Ryan wants to make that fight, he has to go over that Golden Boy. And Dana White needs to go over that Golden Boy hurdle, but they also have to go through the zone hurdle. I just heard the zone talking about that. We're not gonna fight. He's not fighting. He's under our contract, our TV contract. So how are they gonna fight at Netflix if he has to go through the zone? We've seen fighters. We've seen Joshua fight at Netflix when Joshua's with the zone. So we've seen that. So they got to go through some hurdles, and money talks, right? I don't know if Turkey's gonna pull the bag. I don't know how it works, but like Dave said, it could happen or it's gonna happen. I say it could have happened, but
Yeah, me
they
too.
got to go through these two hurdles. Golden
Yeah.
Boy and the zone. Remember that. We got to remember that. And the zone's already talking like, nah, they know I ain't going to know. What are they talking about? So, yeah, they got to go through that.
Yeah, well, what Mikey is alluding to is that because Ryan is with Golden Boy and Golden Boy is with the zone is not gonna let Ryan, unless again there's gotta be a lot of money being thrown. So it's not just Golden Boy that needs to get paid, but the zone needs to get paid if they even allow it to go for Ryan to go on another platform. So as we're thinking that it's gonna be on Netflix, and it might, right? We got from now to then to try to figure things out. If the fight happens, they got to work with the zone as well, because the zone has a contract with Golden Boy that says, okay, we got a contract with you because of your fighters. And one of your fighters, hell, probably the biggest moneymaker that you have is Ryan Garcia. We're not going to allow that to just go fight on another platform that's not ours. Then what the hell do we have a contract with Golden Boy for? So, Mikey, does this fight happen?
Oh, man, it's a big fight. I don't know how it works, Ed. I don't know how. Hopefully, it does happen because this is a big fight. It's a big fight. I believe it's going to happen because, as you can see, if you read between the lines, De La Hoya said, yeah. De La Hoya said, yeah. He said, I got to grant what my fighter wants, but, he's got a contract. So, in other words, De La Hoya's got to get paid, and he's willing to work with Dana White. So, yeah, it's going to there's a big possibility it's going to happen, yeah.
Okay. All right. Does it happen on September 12th?
That's a big date.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big day. You got to be dumb not to make that fight in September
Yes.
12. Yeah.
Okay, Oscar, he's pushing his weight around. Now, I don't know this to be true. Okay, I don't know this to be true. This is just what I'm understanding. I could be way off. Okay, but what I'm understanding is that yes, Ryan only had like a fight left with Golden Boy, but the fights only count if it's under a Golden Boy promotion. If it's not a Golden Boy promotion, then it doesn't count to his contract. So let's say this fight happens, right, with Conor Benn. Does that now end Ryan's contract with Golden Boy? No, it doesn't, because this would not be a Golden Boy promotion fight. Okay. Again, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm saying this is what I've heard, and this is what I understand. That unless it's 100% a Golden Boy promotion fight, it could still be one fight that Ryan Hart has with Golden Boy under Oscar's contract. It has to be a Golden Boy promotion fight. So this fight will not count against the contract, and he will still be under Oscar de la Hoya.
Okay.
That
Yeah, because
that's
he
I'm understanding.
didn't De La Hoya rent Ryan before. He rented him out before. I don't know what fight. He rented him out to Turkey Al Sheikh, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, the New York fight. The New York fight.
Right. Yes. There you go.
Yeah, like that's what we're debating. How many fights does he have with Golden Boy? I thought it was going to be done, but now that you're saying that, Ed, it makes sense. It has to be Golden Boy, or else you're still under contract.
But you know what, Ed? You know the old saying, "Bullshit walks, money walks, bullshit talks," or whatever. However that goes. You know what? They could negotiate that. And if there's a lot of money, you got to remember, Golden Boy gets 30% of his bag. You know what I mean? So even though that, I mean, they can negotiate that. And that's one thing about Lupe Valencia. That's Ryan's attorney. The guy's good. The guy's very good. And you know what? They can negotiate that.
They can negotiate it, David. I think Oscar is going to hold on to Ryan as long as he can.
Well, what if it's a $30 million fight? I mean, what is a $50 million payday, man? He gets 30%.
No, yeah, that's fine, but it doesn't count against the contract, though.
No, but I mean, what if they negotiate? I mean, they can negotiate it with Oscar for Oscar to sign it off. I mean, at that amount of money, I think Oscar is going to be smart. And I mean, but we'll see. But it can be negotiated, right? The contract can be negotiated.
Probably.
In other words, it's not in the Ali Act.
I do believe this fight happens. I do believe it happens. The only thing I want to point out is that, does that mean the contract's over with Oscar? No, because it's not a Golden Boy promotional fight. And Ryan is signed to Golden Boy promotion. So
how many more fights, Ed?
I think it's just one more fight, but it needs to be Golden Boy. It has to be under a Golden Boy promotion fight. And if it's not, if he keeps on going to Ring magazine fights, if he keeps on doing, like he did at the Times Square and everything, he's still going to be under contract. He needs to fight one fight under Golden Boy, completely under Golden Boy, for it to count to his contract. That's my understanding. I just want to make it clear. I don't know that to be true. That's my understanding. So
you know what? I agree with Anthony Chuco. Everything is subject to negotiations.
There is, you guys know I'm a wrestling fan, right? There was a character back in the day, and his name was the $1 Million Man, and he said, "Everybody's got a price."
That's right.
Everybody's got a price. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, man. So, all right, let me chinga. We got talking a lot, and I completely forgot to do this. Hey, by the way, just real quick, word is that Mayweather Pacquiao fight is not happening anymore.
Oh wow!
I hope so.
That they're going to announce. They're going to. they're going to announce that this coming week. I don't know if Mayweather is still fighting this kickboxer dude or not.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
not sure. That's
yes.
okay.
On the zone,
but
on the zone pay-per-view.
okay, on the zone pay-per-view. But apparently, from what I'm hearing under closed doors, behind closed doors, is that Pacquiao fight that it's not happening.
And Ed, I just heard the opposite. I heard it is. I heard Mayweather's going to have 2 tune-up fights, and then he is going to fight Pacquiao next year, a sanctioned fight. I just heard that. I was in Tempe, Arizona 2 days ago, and I heard it over there.
Okay.
That Pacquiao's already training back with Freddie Roach for that fight.
Okay. I'm one guy where I'm like, I do want to see this fight. For one reason or another, I do want to see this fight. Let me trying to get Mark on here. So let's go ahead and let's cover the fight for tomorrow. It is, let me pull it up right here. We got Bam Rodriguez against Vargas. The big thing about this, gentleman, is that this is the first time that Bam Rodriguez is fighting at 118 pounds. Everybody's already talking about him fighting Monster Inoue. And this is a big step up. Even though Monster is at 122, he is not at 118. So this is a step up for Bam Rodriguez from 115 to 118. David, I'll start with you. What do you make of this fight?
This past weekend, he sent a letter to the WBC, WBA, WBO, basically relinquishing his belts at 115. So now new champions are going to get an opportunity to fight for those belts. So he is not going back. No matter what, if he loses, he is not going back. He's staying at 118. Dude, it's not going to be an easy fight because he's going up. And this guy, he was given that belt. He's not even a true world champion, the guy that he's fighting. But what I want to see, it's going to be not an easy fight, but it's going to be a good fight. He'll end up knocking him out. But what I want to see after this fight, before he fights the Monster, I want to see him fight the Monster's little brother, who's also a champion. So he'll be a champion tomorrow. And let's say in September, he fights the little brother. And now next May, he fights the Monster. And now it builds up like a wrestling novella. You know what I mean? Now he beat the brother. Now it's revenge time for the Monster. What do you guys think?
Okay. I like that. We got somebody that's about to come on who's live there. But before we do, Mikey, I want to get your thoughts real quick on the fight before we get somebody who's live there in the action.
Yeah, no, I've seen Vargas. He's bigger than him. He's a champion. He was a champion in Reese's, and then they gave him the belt. I don't know exactly the ins and outs, but he's big. He's aggressive, but he opens up a little too much. Like he's wide, and that's when Bam's gonna counter him and find the holes and chop him down little by little. I think he's gonna go late rounds, and I believe Bam will stop him. He's been dropped. Vargas been dropped. He gets dropped by like easy opponents. He gets hurt and he's been stopped before. He's a little chinny, so I think Bam's gonna drop him, hurt him. Yeah, I got Bam.
Okay. Hey, Anthony Chuco, the word is Jermell Charlo's coming back, and he wants the winner of Spence and Tim Tszyu. All right, let's get somebody that's there, man. From the grounds, live in action, from Putazos y Pendejadas Boxing, my arch nemesis, the vato that I want to see, Holmes. All right, one.
Pelon.
Mr. Mark Salinas. What's up, big dog?
What's up, big dog?
What's going on, guys? I'm here in Arizona, man. I'm here live in Arizona, working for you guys, man. Working for you. I said, Cholo, I have an assignment out there. Let me bless your show with some information, Chinga. How you guys doing, man?
Hey, good. Man. You looking sharp, bro. You look like Howard Cosell, man. Sin pelo, cabrón.
Yeah. I got the Canelo shirt on. I still love Canelo. People think I'm not loving Canelo anymore because I'm on Benavides. But listen, guys, I found out a lot of stuff here. First of all, I confirmed with Mr. Benavides today. He's here. He's got Gabby Tejas fighting for an IBF title. And Mr. Benavides definitely confirmed that I was right. David is the new face of boxing. I heard it from Mr. Benavides himself, guys. I'm telling you right now, I asked him.
What is a father going to say? That his son's not? I mean, come on, it's his father.
Listen, guys, there's a lot going on here, man. There's a lot going on. You know, I thought Bam was going to have the advantage automatically because he's not having to lose those extra 3 pounds. So I thought I was going to see a stronger Bam at press conference day. But no, let me tell you something, man. That other guy, he's ready. He's strong. I shook his hand. I like to shake these boxers' hands before they weigh in. And the guy had a really strong grip. He's ready to go. He said he had been at weight for a week. So I don't know if it's going to be as far one-sided as we think. A lot of boxing heads are here. They remember this kid. He's an Olympian. He's a former world champion. He only has 1 loss, so it might be a lot better than we think. I did talk to Pita Garcia. It's on my page on PYP Boxing on Instagram, and he did confirm what David is saying right there. Definitely, he's going to look for Tacoma Inoue right after this, and he said, we'll take care of him. We'll take care of him at home. We'll take care of him homebound right here in the United States. We'll kick his butt. And then Pita said, I said, well, why don't you bring Inoue over here too, man? Why would you go over there to Japan if, you know, you're not, it's home field advantage for them over there. You got all kinds of problems, sleep, this and that. You go, no, Mark, it's the respect, man. We respect that guy. We're going to go fight him in
Chingao.
He'll come back on. Hey, man, he sounds good. He looks good, man, El Pelon.
No, but they definitely said that they will fight Takuma Inoue. They definitely will look for, the other brother Inoue, the monster, in Japan for sure. But they got to get past this guy, man. And he's tough. Vargas is definitely tough. And listen, man, he is a true warrior for Jesus. And he does everything for the Lord, man. This guy lives like a Christian life like no other boxer that I know, man. I've had a lot of conversations with him, man. And that's what I like about him. And he feels like he's indestructible because he's got, Jesus walking with him. So I like his walk with Jesus. I talked to him for a while. But another fight you guys have to look for, guys. And it's going to be, I think, my favorite fight of the night. You got Arturo Cardenas on a rematch with Jordan Martinez. If you guys remember, they fought to a draw over when Navarrete fought last time over here in Arizona a few months ago. So there are 2 big names here, Jordan Martinez and Arturo Cardenas. They're the 2 top dogs here in Arizona, and they're from 2 rival promotions around here. They had a packed house in there, these 2 kids. They moved that one to the co-main event. It's so important here. And they moved the other fight, which is a championship fight, Tejas versus Tura. Tura is the Turkish IBF champion, and Tejas is Tejana. She's from San Antonio, and her sister, if you guys remember, is La Reina Tejas, and she fought Amanda Serrano and gave Amanda Serrano a big old E.T. looking face that night. There are 2 young girls here from Texas. They're out here representing, so she might be a champion at 19, beating Bam's record because she's a little bit, a few months younger than Bam. Bam became champion at 19, and she'll be 19 and a few months younger if she does win. Those are a few fights that you guys want to take a look at. And also, guys, the very first fight of the night, Ronnie Alvarez. This guy is a killer. I saw this guy's hands, man. They look like that basketball player, the Claw Chingao from the Clippers. Big hands. But Ronnie Alvarez, I believe he's like 6-0 now. I saw him live at South Padre Island. I've also seen him over in Florida. And Ronnie Alvarez, a Cuban. He's roommates with Yoenli Feliciano Hernandez, El Diablo. Those guys both are monsters. So take a look at those guys, man.
What weight do they fight in? That guy.
Yoenli Feliciano fights at 160. Yoenli Hernandez del Diablo, and he fights at 168. Both of these guys are freaking talents, and I think they're the future. Both of them. A lot of people are talking about Yoenli El Diablo Hernandez right now, but people are gonna slowly start knowing about Ronnie Alvarez. He's the first fight of the night.
What about the co-main event? Those two guys that you said that they fought before. What weight do those dudes fight at?
You know what? I don't know. Hey,
I think
hey, come over here, man. Come here. The Spit Bucket Podcast will have that for me right now. JJ Solomon from the Spit Bucket Podcast. Hey, what weight is Arturo Cardenas and Jordan Moreno Martinez?
I think it's
126, 122. Yeah, JJ Solomon right here, guys, from the Spit Bucket Podcast. Another proud Tejano. We go all over the country kicking ass in media, bro. We're just waiting to run into Cholo, man. I'm gonna get him. I'll get Cholo. He's married. Me and Cholo setting up. We're gonna have a private fight, just like Apollo and Rocky. Nobody's gonna know the outcome.
Better than Apollo and Rocky.
Nobody knows. We can't decide that.
Yeah. It's just be like,
Yeah. The guy that says that Benavidez, that's the guy. That's him right there.
Told him facts that David Benavidez is the face
of boxing. When you were there,
I was there.
He's supposed to say that. He's supposed to say that. It's his father.
I'm watching you guys on the Spit Bucket Podcast.
Órale.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, guys, that is true. David definitely agreed with me, and I showed him a picture of Cholo, and I told him me and Cholo are meeting privately in a gym. Nobody's gonna know the outcome. Painting y todo como Rocky.
That have some breaking news. I do, for real.
What was that, guys?
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
We got a couple of questions for you. One is, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull it up. One is, this is Bam's first fight at 118 pounds. He looks small to me. How did it look in person? Did it look like his body was filling up? Because just watching it here, it looks like he looks small, dog.
You know what? If you saw a picture of him by himself, he doesn't. It's just that Adrian's beefy, man. Vargas, he's pretty beefy. So next to him, he's looking small. He is the smaller man. Fight night, we ran into Cardenas just a bit ago, and my man here was interviewing him about 30 minutes ago. Just hours later, his body's even bigger. In the ring that night, Bam's gonna look really small, but he's not a small guy. It's just Vargas is a really big 118 bantamweight. He probably won't be there for long. He's a big kid.
Okay, all right, Mikey, you got anything?
Yeah, are we talking about David still, or what are we talking about? The fight?
We were talking about Bam looking a little bit small, but he's not small. He's not small for the weight. Vargas is big.
What do you want to talk about? Whatever you don't talk about.
All right, David is not the face of boxing. He can't sell a wing dinner. Can you tell me how much did he sell? What was his pay-per-view numbers? Because from what I heard, he couldn't even sell a wing dinner. And we seen on TV that the arena was empty. Plus, did you see Canelo at the soccer game? How they were, dude? It looked like he looked like a king at a show, a king in what is it? I forgot. Whatever. But he looked phenomenal. Soccer players were taking pictures, standing ovation. He is the star, face of boxing.
You know, I can't answer that. I'd only have to ask the big man, but I will definitely let him know who was asking. And in the tone, sir.
What a reporter! What a report, David. You got.
And I will get back to you guys.
Hey, you know what, man? You have the wrong calling, man. Instead of selling houses, you need to be a full-time sportscaster. You look great. You speak great. And you know what you're talking about, man. You look great, brother.
Thank you.
Mark, I got another question. For the co-main event, the new co-main event, because you sent me the video, you sent me the link, and I was watching it. These guys, there's bad blood between these guys. These guys don't like each other, and I was gonna tell these guys, hey, you guys make sure you watch the co-main event between Cardenas and Martinez. There's a lot of bad blood right there. okay, who do you favor in this fight and why? If they fought to a draw last time around, Martinez is a little bit of a smaller guy. I saw them sizing each other up, and Cardenas looks to be the bigger guy. Who do you favor in this fight? Because I think it's going to be a good one. I think this fight, the Comey,
You know, I don't know who. It's a 50-50 fight, but I'm going to go ahead and favor Arturo, because Cardenas is a more classic come at you fighter. I believe the judges in Arizona like his style a little bit better than Moreno Martinez. Moreno Martinez is an American boxer, right? He's a counter puncher, slick boxer, and you know, he's gonna go find him. I'm sorry, Cardenas is gonna go find Martinez, and he's gonna bang away. And I think it's gonna be a close fight. But here in Arizona, they like their bangers, and he's a come forward Mexican classic fighter, and I think that he'll take it to a decision. I favor Cardenas.
You were saying that Vargas, and I saw the weigh-in, like he's a super duper Cristiano. You know, he's all about the good Lord up above, and that's a great thing. Is anybody there giving him a shot? How does his team look? Of course, they're going to say the right things, but reading their body language, is it there? Does it look like they're just there and they already know the deal? You know what? This is about Bam. He said, look good. You could go a few rounds with them, try to go a distance. How do you assess the team and their look? Or do you see them like, no, these vatos are here to win, and they believe that they truly are going to win?
They believe that they're going to win. They're offended that people don't give him a chance. He is definitely hurting when they keep asking him, how do you feel? You're the underdog and you're the champion. He doesn't like that at all. You can see it in his face. He's eating it, and he's putting the Lord first, and he's saving all that energy. And I'm telling you, they're here to win. They're not here to lay down. He is offended. His whole team is offended. They're walking around very offended. So yeah, they're here to win. They're here to make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, look, it doesn't help that he's older than Bam, but he has less fights than Bam. I mean, that, you know, he's going to be 30 years old. You know, this guy.
Well, you got, yeah.
You know,
I understand.
So,
but you got to understand, he's an Olympian, guys. He fought for a really, really long time. When you're an Olympian, you're pretty much a pro. You're out there fighting the best of the world, but you're representing your country. And the sacrifice is, I'm not going to be pro until I'm 26, 27. It happens to a lot of guys. But, you know, that's the route he chose. And I don't think it hinders him, because he was fighting world-class guys at an Olympic level. If anything, I think it helps him because of the quickness he has at a longer time.
What's your prediction? What's your prediction?
I predict that Vargas is going to give a valiant effort, and Bam is not going to be able to knock this guy out. Everybody's expecting him to, but I think just the pride and the stubbornness alone of Vargas, not to mention his skill, he's going to survive to the end, and he's going to make it. I predict a split decision, maybe a majority decision.
Okay. All right. Did Bam ever say that he was having trouble making 115?
No.
Now that to 118, did he ever
not at all?
It was hard for him?
No, as a matter of fact, there was a lot of statements from him saying it doesn't affect him. It just makes him better at 118. I mean, the fact that he doesn't have to lose those 3 pounds just makes him stronger, but he doesn't have any problems doing it. Me and JJ just covered him in Dallas earlier this year. I was with you guys the last time we did this, and he looked great at 115. And once again, I always shake these guys' hands, and the press conference, how they grip your hand, and he's always solid at 115 to 118. Every time I've covered Bam, he's got no problems with the weight.
Hey, does Bam have a strong grip? Does he have big hands for being a little guy?
Yes. Big hands. They're bigger than his face.
For being a little guy.
Big. Yeah, big strong hands.
Tiene hands de chango.
I would give the strength, just because, you know, you like to, you know, shake their hand, get a feel for their hand, their shoulder, kind of touch them, and that's kind of what I judge. And let me tell you something, Vargas is stronger as a grip, touching his shoulder, kind of. I mean, the vato's puro pinche cemento, dog. Like you just touching the wall. He's gonna be hard to stop, man.
But are you going to recommend what your football coach used to do to you in junior high and high school? A banana and a beer before the fight.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. They're Tejanos. There's 3 Tejanos on the card, of course.
A banana and a beer.
Hey. All right, man. All right. Hey,
before the secret session with Cholo.
Okay.
You know what? The panels over there. You guys don't want another Killer Cali, man. You guys don't want another. Where you're safe over there in the Gulf of Mexico. Over here, we got the Pacific Coast, a real ocean, Mark. Okay, not a Gulf. All right.
Hey, Mark, do you still call it the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America?
Absolutely, man. We still call the Rio Grande area the Republic of the Rio Grande. We don't know how we ended up with you guys. We don't know how we ended up with you guys.
All right. Hey, Mikey, anything else, brother?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Hey, Mark, gracias for your time, carnal. You're a brother, man.
Brother.
See each other. I don't know. Maybe it might be like Dana White and Oscar De La Hoya. I'll let you choose which one you want to be, Holmes. Okay. But hey, brother. Hey, gracias so much for your time. Have a blast out there, brother, and keep us informed, carnal.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's do it again next time.
Sir.
Hey, he looks good and he sounds good, huh?
Yeah, man. That's
beautiful.
Mark Salinas from Putazos y Pendejadas Boxing. That's our brothers over there. He does the damn thing with David D.
Yeah.
Man, shout outs to him. So just our final predictions after getting all that info. I don't know too much about Antonio Vargas, but we found out as much as we could. So let's pass it around. You have to pick somebody and how it ends. Mikey, I'll start with you. How does this fight end?
Yeah, Antonio, I've seen his highlights. I've seen him fight. He opens up. He has balls. He's down to exchange, but he's been hurt by guys that I never heard before. He's been stopped before. So you're talking about a guy that will hit you on right on the bullseye, will touch you right on the bullseye when you don't see it. It just depends on Bam. How does he feel? How does he look in the weight and all that? I believe he's gonna be good. Robert Garcia and they're gonna get him ready and fill him out good for this fight. So I believe he could stop him. He's been hurt by less by opponents that like I said I never heard. So stop him. Yeah, he's an Olympian. Just as that we heard that about every Cuban, and they lose. So I don't believe that anymore. Morrell was an ex-Olympian, this and that. Look, he got stopped, he got beat. You name him. So now I got Bam. He's phenomenal, man. Even though I kind of have a grudge against him a little bit, but yeah, Bam's. I got Bam stoppage.
Bam by late stoppage. By late stoppage, Mikey.
1-2.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
By late stoppage.
Yeah, I believe late stoppage. He has to. He's going to be a little bit cautious because he's moving up in weight. The bigger guy's going to fill him out, and late stoppage, he's going to stop him.
Okay, David, you got to pick a winner here. How does it end?
You know what? I agree with Mikey. I got Bam by late stoppage, and it's going to be to the body. It's going to be to the body, and they'll probably be in the 11th, 12th, probably 10th or 11th round.
Yeah.
I will say, looking at the screen, and after everything that Mark told me, this Vargas guy, he looks strong, man. He does look strong. And if I think Bam has a chance to get a stoppage, I'm with you guys. I think it needs to be to the body. I think he fractures maybe the ribs area. And man, you know what? I don't see a stoppage. I think it goes the distance, and Bam gets it. Unanimous decision. I think towards the end of the fight, Vargas gives up a good one, but there's no doubt in anybody's mind who wins the fight at the end. I think everybody is content and says like, yeah, Bam won this fight. Vargas gave up a good, valiant performance, and he had some moments, but no, hands down, Bam won it. So that's how I think it goes.
Ed, even though you know what he's fighting, even though he's fighting there in Arizona, you know he's going up in weight. This kid is strong. I mean, you just never know, man. I mean, there could be an upset. There could be an upset, man. I mean, look at Usyk. You know, I mean, we thought that Usyk was going to go in there and take this guy out in 4 or 5 rounds, but look what happened. So, I mean, even though I'm saying this, but there's still that little doubt in the back of my mind that this kid, he's going up at that weight, and if he's strong, he could catch him, you know. But I still got Bam. But I'm not going to be surprised if there's an upset. I'm not going to be surprised.
And just to end it, if anybody's interested, Tommy Fury fights tomorrow against some guy, Eddie Hall. I don't know who Eddie Hall is, but he's supposed to be some bodybuilder from Europe or something. I don't know. And that's on pay-per-view. But nonetheless, I do want to go ahead and throw this out there. October 16th, there's going to be at the Derby Room in Pomona. There's going to be some youth fights. I will be there. Following day will be 911 fights. I was there last year. Shout outs to George and Jason and Marty. They invited me. I had a blast, and I will be there again. Hopefully, I could work my way in and probably call some fights there or something, man. But it was a blast. Anybody who knows any first responders, military, police officers, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, doctors, nurses, whomever that is interested in getting into the ring, it's 3 2-minute rounds. You have headgear. It is as professional as can be. Like I said, I was there last year. It is super duper professionally done. It is badass. If anybody is interested in that, go ahead and let me know. You know, I should pull up the number actually, man, the Spencer. Because they're looking for people to sign up. So let me. This wasn't professional of me, but I'll pull it up right now. Okay, so they're looking for people to sign up. All right, here it is. All right, so you can call 909-664-7593. 909-664-7593. Any first responders, military, police officers, maybe even security guards, I don't know, call and find out. That is on October 17th. And the cool thing about it is the day before, they're going to actually have youth fighting, some kids fighting. So that would be cool. So I'll be there for both nights. Can't wait. But outside of that, anything else, brothers?
No, you know what? Another great show. Can't wait for next Friday.
Yeah, man. Let's see how Bam looks in the new weight class. Let's see how it goes, man. And that's going to be leading up to the big one that everyone's talking about, but one step at a time. That is a gran chingon, el mero one, Mr. David Contreras. That is the boxing scientist, Mike Zavala from Mikey TV 365, Cholo Trucker. Enjoy the fights tomorrow. Whatever you guys do this weekend, be safe doing it. So we'll come back and do it again next week. Catch you guys on next round.
Blessings.